Oh my gosh! Discord's in Fluttershy's house. Discord's in Fluttershy's house. Hey! And they got everybody. Photo finish and Spike and it's too much! Too much!
My small equine, to which I'm entitled.
That joke's never been made before.
What were your thoughts on the premiere?
I hated it. No, yeah.
I thought the premiere was awesome. I really enjoyed it.
It was good. I liked it. I always am happy when they do a good job.
It was really good. I really like the new kind of art style they did with when they were in front of the window glass.
That right there. I loved it.
This premiere was good. I liked this premiere more than I actually liked the Sombra premiere.
It had a good amount of action and story.
Smashing!
They did things where you're gonna come in thinking, okay, this is what's gonna happen, and the next thing you know, you're gonna walk out like, I didn't really see that coming.
I just kind of felt more of a dynamic between everyone. I wasn't getting pissed off at Twilight in this one.
Pacing was right.
It was a solid premiere. It started out really good. I liked the art. The art was improved. You had better shading in the characters as well as more background paintings.
It was well done. It was well detailed. It wasn't like they threw it in and like, haha, you know, it was well crafted overall.
I don't think it was my favorite, but I did enjoy it.
I did like the fact they didn't like go bang, here's an enemy.
I thought it was a great way to start off the season. It already has opened a bunch of question marks that we're gonna answer throughout this season. We have a long season to go. So I thought that was a good start.
You had really good scores and you had a good solid storyline that wasn't too generic and added some new things here and there. So I enjoyed it.
Writer for this episode was Megan McCarthy, I think that's how you pronounce it. Great job, just overall, great job. Everybody was thoroughly involved, characters, Discord, and this probably made a lot of people love Discord more now. Then we go to the past, present.
Okay, honestly, they didn't do much, but like that allowed for more room and like more space, more time to expand upon everything, and I thought that was really good of them. Like the writing was pretty well done. Like I don't think there was a wasted scene.
There's a lot of more world building going on, and the Yggdrasil reference, the Norse reference to the Tree of Life, you guys didn't get it? Go to the internet and study your Norse history, because again, they brought references from mythology into this show, which is awesome. So you go check it out.
What did you like?
Well, I liked all of it, really.
Just going through some background, what happened here, what could have happened, what didn't happen.
I like the action.
I did like it when they went into the past.
I've been waiting for some history lesson flashbacks ever since the show started. There's too much mystery surrounding the past for the Alicorns and Celestia and Luna and Discord, so we're starting to unveil that, which is awesome.
The storyboarding, the script writing, spot on.
I like the character interactions.
They really experimented with some new elements that I was very impressed with. The shading, the battle between Celestia and Luna was incredible with the lasers, ponies, and Star Wars time. It was awesome. I like that.
I also liked Discord being in a maid outfit. That did make me laugh.
They're still doing a great job with the writing. I also really like the animation that we're starting to see pick up. I mean, the quality gets better and better every season we go.
I liked everything.
This alone will get new people in. Oh, I'm gonna definitely watch this show now.
I loved Discord. I loved his personality.
And what did I love about this episode was Discord is starting to show that sass that we loved from the first one. He just not giving a crap about what anyone thinks. He's like, whatever. Yeah, screw you guys. He gave a massive middle finger. He only has 4 of them, so figure out which one it is.
Everything was working together. The writing, the voice actor. Oh, like, you know, John Delancey. Like, Discord's back. Luna's back. And I like how they worked in how the backstory.
The shower sequence with Discord and the don't do Windows things. Brilliant!
They fleshed out the world in which the ponies lived in.
They were able to keep him just as awesome and like sort of evil and mysterious and mischievous as he usually is, but helpful at the same time. Perfect, solid character. I love it.
Multi-dimensionality. It's like it's not as flat where it's like you're the villain and you're always bad, but like Luna is an interesting character.
What did you dislike?
Some of the characters just have made some really stupid decisions.
Outside of Twilight, the main 6 didn't really play that big of a role. They were kind of just support.
Pinky's a fun character, but one thing that seems to be happening is that she seems to be getting more and more obnoxious.
One thing that I didn't like about the episode was the fact that Twilight was so easily manipulated by her friends.
I feel like maybe a little bit of a tone down for her character would help.
Writing in the Tree of Harmony?
Mostly, her dialogue kind of has gone from, being some thought out to more of something just for the sake of being funny, which, I like funny, but...
The addition of the Tree of Harmony, it definitely, it worked and I can accept it, but it still felt like exactly what it was. Crap, we need a plot device for this season, let's throw this curveball.
It's like I'm nitpicking by this point. Like, that was a really solid episode. Like, I really can't be like, oh man, it sucks because it doesn't have, Derpy in it, Actually, was there Derpy in there?
Well, there wasn't a song. Actually, yeah, there wasn't a song. Where's the song?
Expectations, the bar is now set. How are they going to continue off of everything they did with the keyholes, the Discord? What was he? Was that on purpose? Was it not on purpose? What he could be up to? Twilight with her princess duties. Maybe more development in the other main 6 and onwards. The bar is now set.
I just like that Cadence wasn't really involved.
Can they top this? Can they match this?
I thought she would really just, consider it, but then, keep moving on because, she's a strong, independent alicorn.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have Flash Sentry in it, I think. I know a lot of people would go, no, not Flash Sentry. Especially Black Griffin. But I liked him.
I want to be optimistic. I want to be an optimist or whatever. With some optimism. Black Ops, I don't know, but can they do it? We'll find out when this season progresses, man. That's not really a dislike, so overall this was just crazy. This was nice.
Who or what did you expect the villain to be?
I didn't expect it to be Discord until he was brought up.
I really did expect the villain coming in being King Sombra.
I was kind of expecting to see a villain, like a new one, but I guess they kind of used Discord again, which is fine. You don't want too many villains when you still have a lot of other ones to work with.
Yeah, I did expect there to be a big villain, like all of a sudden show up, like Nightmare Moon, Chrysalis, and all that.
I thought he was somehow going to tie in and come back. And we saw that dark evil magic with Twilight. Did that have some connection there? So obviously, maybe in future episodes, maybe he'll come back there. Chrysalis, stuff like that.
Sombra's horn's still out there somewhere, right?
I did think it was very cool that the villain in this case was a semi-inanimate object.
It's nice that they're not like throwing another villain in your face.
I did not expect it to be Discord. At first I was thinking it was going that direction, but then they went away. The second Nightmare Moon showed up, I was convinced that Nightmare Moon was coming back.
They didn't really introduce a new villain, but maybe they did, and we really haven't really seen it. I don't know.
I honestly thought there was going to be a new villain, like something like Poison Ivy, like some plant-like thing.
They brought her back. Luna's bad. She's mad about Twilight. I thought that was brilliant the way they executed it. The timing of where they ended that episode was great, but I didn't see Discord being the villain, especially when he kept just not really acknowledging it. Even that scene when he had the 2 ponies that were captured, it never really came to my mind that, oh, it's probably Discord, until when he starts talking about the season. I was like, that son of a bitch.
It wasn't an introduction to a new villain in which they did with every season premiere up until here. But there's a reason for that. Think about it. This is taking a different turn. There's a reason for that.
I honestly thought they were going to have a new villain because all 3 seasons prior to this one had a new villain.
It taught them about themselves, and I almost wonder if this is part of Discord's plan to, deprive them of the elements of harmony. And if he does become a bad guy again, I don't know. I might be a little disappointed, but I also wouldn't be surprised, which is why I like him. The mystery surrounding Discord is very awesome.
Technically, the plants are not the villain because Discord was the one that planted the seeds in the past, so he's the villain. But he's not because he's good now, and it was his past self that kind of started it, so the plant's the villain, but he's the villain. Who's the villain?
Queen Chrysalis, because of the color scheme that the vines and the thorns took on. It was that kind of turquoise blue with black, which is a hallmark color scheme for Chrysalis and her changelings.
Oh, wouldn't it be cool if like they wrote in a villain that's like an actual brony?
It was just weeds. You really should invent Weed Killer for Equestria. That'd solve a lot of problems.
Overall, how would you rate the premiere?
A plus 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 plus. A for apples on celery stalks on chicken waffles.
And season 2 finale being my favorite, which was a 10 out of 10 for me, I put this one around an 8.5 out of 10.
Comparing to other episodes, season 2 finale being a 10, an 8 out of 10.
4 stars out of 5. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't 5 stars, yes, epic. But it was also really good. I really enjoyed it, and it was solid. It wasn't sloppy. It wasn't rushed. It just felt solid. And it was really nice. It was really cool to see the battle between Luna and Celestia, which totally threw me off. Totally threw me off. I did not expect that. And I didn't even catch on until the Elements of Harmony came up. And even then, at first I was like, wait, what is this? Those aren't the elements? That's a weapon of... Oh!
11 out of 10. Yeah, it's really good.
This was a good way to start the season.
10. 10 out of 10. I'm very biased, so 10.
Pretty good.
Like, I'm excited about this season. I already was. But really, the premiere is that kind of like, it's the tone setter. What's this season going to be like? Is this going to be a good season? And I feel like season 3 had a rough start. Where season 4, with those 2 episodes, man, bring on the rest of the season. I'm excited.
She's a princess. Now what the hell happens? I'm glad that the team that's behind My Little Pony is actually writing that in. It's like, oh no, how will she deal with it?
I really love the action. I really love the history lessons.
The very first episode of the season, they're already making references to the season finale. And I love that because it really makes it feel like everything's going to be brought full circle. And this is already doing that with the box. Who knows what that box is for?
Koala Monty has spoken.
That episode made me want to like, yeah, that was good.
Wish we could have gotten more of the main 6 in there, but once again, they'll have their time later on this season. So yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. And it was a great start for what I will assume will be a great season of the show.
And no, I'm not going to flip a table. I've already flipped too many tables. There are dents on my floor now because of me going, ugh. Here, how about we just pretend that this is a table? And I'll be like, oh, no, Octavia!
Irrelevant, guys, check it out. I grew my neck beard out just for you. Saber, how's the shout out, man? What's shout out, Saber?
It's Twilight's Rang. Guys, look at this. ACRacebest, can't spell.
Manpower, but or horsepower. That would require a lot of horsepower. I've been a brony for 3 years, and this is I've stooped so low.
I am now a man.
Best phone. My thoughts on the premiere.
I'm zoomed in still, aren't I?
Samson Gunner Brown. Good dog.
I'm Octavia, and I don't get in any of the episodes because I'm a cello player.
Finite Quip Trip. Finite Quip Trip. How did they use that? Why did they use that? Finite Quip Trip. Finite Quip Trip. That's a great name for a rock band or an indie band or a band that uses copious amount of pot. Copious amounts of pot. Now I can't even talk.
You can get in an episode. Like, all you do every day is like sit at home with your cello and like just not go outside. Vinyl is called practicing an art.
It's supposed to cut off right here, so you can end it off right here if you want to. You know, it'd be easier if you can just cut it in Sony Vegas or something like just do the crossfade, you know, so you don't have to keep looking at my black face. I mean, you can end it here if you want. That's what I'm kind of suggesting right now. I'm kind of recommending it to you. I gotta drink some of my orange juice, you know. I mean, it's half full, you know, because it's half full. Bro, can you get it off already?